Welcome back, Panther fans. I'm David Brown here with Ryan Graham,
Yeah.
Tim Thurber,
Hello.
and this is State of Atlanta. Cheers.
Ugh. These guys like to splooge on me.
Oh, hey. Save that for last call, man. All right, guys. We are so close to Georgia State football, but we actually have real football. Actually, football this weekend.
Wow.
Actually,
as opposed to the fake football.
Oh wait, it's still just preseason, isn't it?
No,
You mean there's college
week zero?
Week 0, yeah.
Isn't there like an FCS game Thursday night or something?
I think so.
Wednesday or Thursday, or Thursday or Friday. I mean, sorry, I don't know. But yeah, there's actually a full slate of games on Saturday, so we're here. We're in the middle of it. And so we got
right in the middle.
Jimmy Eat World. So, I mean, excited. I mean, are you guys watching football on Saturday? I'm watching football on Saturday.
I'll find something and it's going to come on. It's going to be on the TV. It has to.
I guess I got to figure out who that is. I don't know.
Starts
Maybe if there's no one worth watching, I probably won't.
Well, starts at noon with the North Carolina TCU game in Dublin. So that's, even though I don't really care about TCU or North Carolina, watching a game in Dublin, seeing some drunks in the stands will always be a lot of fun. I like that. Then you go all the way to a West Coast game, San Jose State. It's I almost said South Carolina. USC at 3.
Doesn't Florida State have someone maybe? I don't know.
They did last year. That's when they had their tech game.
One of my Florida State friends posted something about please God or something like that because I guess they're tired of losing as Florida State fans.
On their opening week.
Yeah.
They're playing New Mexico State, so I think they're okay.
They're probably going to be all right. Interesting game, even though it's like not teams that either any of us care about, but Jacksonville State plays at North Dakota State. North Dakota State making their debut as an FBS team on week 0.
I don't think I remembered that.
Yeah, they're like football only with the new Mountain West. So, yeah, some good games. There's some games. Sorry, nice. There's some games. So, but we're here to talk about what Georgia State's going to do this season with our predictions. A few things I want to go over before we do predictions to kind of set the stage. Make it like an ESPN show where they talk about like all kinds of stuff for 6 hours before they actually give you the Selection Sunday results or whatever it is. But all right, let's see. ESPN did a ranking of all 138 teams in tiers. And just looking at the Sun Belt tiers, you would assume we'd be the bottom tier, right? We are not. Tier 20 is Monroe by themselves. Tier 19 is Coastal Carolina and Southern Miss. And keep that in mind because we play Coastal Carolina, all right? And then tier 18, Georgia State, App State, Arkansas State, and South Alabama. So that's 2 more teams we play, and now they're on our same tier. So ESPN in this ranking, at least, is not calling us the worst in the conference.
Well, I love ESPN for this moment. Thank you.
What did you say, Ryan? Said all these rankings are BS until you see that you like where our ranking is.
Well, and the thing is on paper we aren't the worst, but on the field we might just end up being.
I think that's part of it. I think that everybody's looking at Georgia State this season, and you're looking at the old timey results of how many people left and returning production and stuff like that, which is not the same. It's not the same for anybody. It's not like Georgia State's unique, but I don't think they're putting any credit into what has happened or what could have happened. And I think that I have drank the blue Kool-Aid. I think they're underselling what Georgia State could be this season. Not will be, but could be.
Yeah, I mean, we can win every game on the schedule.
We could.
Like it wouldn't even be like far-fetched if you just look at it and it's like strength of schedule wise, like in any normal year, if I was feeling good about Georgia State, I'd just be like 12-0.
Even with UCF on the schedule, even at UCF?
I think we're more likely to lose against Appy than UCF.
I will say, of course you would. Of course you would. Until it happens, right? We've never played UCF before.
Appy's like guaranteed 100%. So
I will tell you that, so I put the poll out on our Patreon group, and I also put a poll out on Twitter to find out what fans thought about everything before we did our predictions. And without knowing well, we'll go through those when we go through ours. But one thing I thought was funny is I was pretty closely monitoring as votes were coming in. Somebody picked us to beat UCF, but to lose to Old Dominion.
Okay.
And I only know that because there was a vote for UCF, and there were still 0 votes for beating Old Dominion. So. Yeah, but the Twitter poll went exactly as I expected it to go, especially when you got a couple of retweets from other fan bases for their particular game. And I watched where we were like at the time, people were voting that we were going to beat Kennesaw to one of the Kennesaw fan accounts reposting it. And of course, the ranking went down to where we were nowhere near close to beating Kennesaw. I mean, and that's what you're going to see, that you're going to get picked up. We're followed by fan accounts of all the different fan bases of
so
the
everyone's
Sun
going to
Belt.
beat us, right?
Yeah. So, there's no reason to go through all of them.
I mean, Twitter's a popularity contest.
Yeah, we barely hung on to list as being winning NCANT next week, and then they voted that we lose every other game of the season. Actually, I think that Trash Down South ended up 50-50, but every other game we were losing, according to.
That's funny because I would have expected it to be TDS fans who would have like overwhelmingly just joined that just to spite us. But it's really funny that it's still split.
They're
pretty self-deprecating these days.
That was one that I watched a lot, and we were like, that's the one where everybody would, like, even Georgia State fans were picking, and they're like, we're not winning this game. We're not winning this game. We're beating Trash Down South. We're not winning this game. We're not winning this. Like, everyone was picking that we win that game. So that stood as being our best chance of winning for the longest time, or next to NCANT. And then, like you said, they got hold of the other accounts, and it kind of just dropped it down. And actually, it came back up to 50. We fell below 50%, but I checked everything right as it closed, and we were back up to 50%. So according to Twitter people, we're going 2-10 with wins over. Or sorry, we're going 1-10-1 with a win over NCANT, 10 losses and 1 win over or 1 tie with Trash Down South. So that's Twitter. That's what
I'll take the over.
I didn't expect anything. That one was just done for fun. That was just for social grazing. Anyway.
It's just bullshit, right?
Create engagement, right? I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, but, like what is it? Monetize the trolls. So let them pile into your the what you call it, the poll that you put out there, because it's engagement.
Exactly.
Let them pile on that poll.
They do love piling on polls.
TDS, big fans.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So a couple of reasons to have hope about the season. One of the big problems we had last season was our defense was absolute garbage, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so we got 2 new defensive co-coordinators. So that means they have to be like twice as good as having 1 coordinator, right?
No.
Multiplier.
Ryan, this is the positive section. Come on, back me up.
No, I mean, like, who's in charge,
Yeah.
Who's
McGee.
calling the shots? I guess McGee is, yeah.
Yeah, McGee is. So I don't know. That's going to be a change. There'll definitely be a change. And any change in defense has got to be a positive change, because it really can't get much worse than what it was before. I firmly believe that. Then we get Cam Brown, week 1 starter. He's going to be the guy throughout the season, barring, God forbid, any kind of injury at all. We've got him in there. So, all right. I got to put this up there. We got to get it on record.
What?
If Georgia State goes 1-11, he'll pay for our entire bill at Chili's.
Man, we're going to get some tendies, and we're going to get some chips and salsa.
Some triple dippers, some margaritas.
They got them big old margaritas beers too.
Margaritas, they had big ass margaritas. I remember that. So
can you get them with not tequila?
You can get them with whatever you want to. Right? I mean, T-Far is paying, man. You can go top shelf all the way. So
not a margarita if it's not tequila.
What was it? Tin Lizzies would do a margarita with tequila and Jack Daniels. It's called the Tennessee Margarita. That will get you messed up.
I'm okay with that. I just get mad about stuff like, we've talked about this before, but like the vodka martini. I'm like, it's not a martini. Martinis are made with gin. Just call it something else.
True.
It's vodka with some flavoring. Call it something else. It's Cosmo.
Hey, I like Cosmos. Those are good.
I know. That's good.
But that's a different name. It's Cosmo.
Yeah, exactly.
You're the kind of dipshit that when someone says they made shepherd pie for dinner, you're like, well, did you use lamb? Because if you use ground beef, then it's cottage pie.
Nobody makes that shit around me.
I know there's beans in it. All right, Cam Brown's there all season, so that's gonna. We don't have any that inconsistency at quarterback. I think that's going to be a massive improvement. And McGee's already said his approach to recruiting this season was completely different that he'd done before. He'd just gone for raw, pure talent, not paying attention to a character or any kind of dedication or loyalty. He's going for good character guys that they can develop and want to be part of the program, want to be part of the team. So I think that just a marginal improvement from what we did last season could have dramatic changes. We had 2 games last season. We lost by 1 score. We had 3 more games last season. We lost by just 2 scores. So, I mean, if we can get marginally better, we could be significantly better on the scoreboard.
I mean, I think Cam Brown's starting any of those games and we win.
Last season, absolutely. I mean, outside maybe Ole Miss and Vandy, who had a grudge match on us, whatever.
Yeah, Vandy wasn't going to happen.
Right. But any of those other games, absolutely. I think that we were in all of those. In all of those, if we'd gotten him from the beginning. My biggest concern about when I went through these predictions and what I was looking at was, it seems like to me, our best shots at winning blocks of games or multiple games is towards the end of the season. And I'm a big guy on momentum. And if we start off bad, it's going to be really hard to hold the locker room together to pull off some wins towards the end. So my kind of predictions are really factoring in that the locker room doesn't get lost and the guys stay mental strong and can play game 10 as if it's game 1 or 2.
You're already hedging a little. Did you have a little taste of some Kool-Aid?
Did you drink?
Man. I did not mix the Kool-Aid powder with the actual water. The Kool-Aid powder with the water. I just baselined the whole thing. I just snorted it up there. Wow. Yeah.
Nice. I gotta say, I pulled the pitcher out and I started to make it, but I don't know how far I got, but I did.
There is one game on the schedule that I have not committed my answer to yet, and I'll have to do it on the show. But I think it's going to be the determining factor of the season. So whenever you guys are ready, you guys ready to get into it?
Let's do it.
Sure.
All right. This should be the easy one. I wish I should have an intro made. Intro for the predictions. All right. I think NCANT, we all have that one as a win, I'm assuming.
Wow. Way to assume. No, yeah, I have it as win. It's like this is baseline stuff.
In order for that game. Yeah, in order for all of our sanity as Georgia State fans, it's got to be a W. Has to be.
It's got to be. It's got to be a W. They were 2-10 last year. They were absolutely smoked by our week 3 opponent UCF, 68-7 last year. It's a must-win game. They're not a good FCS program. They will be playing a week earlier. We'll get a taste of them. We'll get to see what they look like on Saturday night. And I mean, it's against Moorhead at 7 o'clock or something like that. I'm not sure if they're all day long of watching football, I can actually look at that, but we'll see. But yeah.
That's not even showing up on the ESPN schedule. That's not college football, apparently.
It's FCA. You do a different page for FCA.
Change it and massage it.
Yeah, it goes to a FCS page.
Yeah, you have to. Wow. It's everything, but you can still pick the FCS if you want, and then it'll show the FCS. That's funny.
All right.
The disrespect.
So we're all 1-0 so far. All right.
Hopefully it's a comfortable 1-0.
It should be, right? I don't want to be in the second quarter being nervous about it. I want to go into the second quarter being up by 3 or 4 scores. No, I'm going to have, this one I cannot remember because I'll be there without kids and without car. So it'll be good.
It'll be fine. Yeah.
So we're all 1-0. All right, now the big game. Who wants to go first?
Georgia Super Bowl.
At Kennesaw, up on the mountain or up towards the mountain. They're not actually on the mountain, are they? This is the one that I don't actually have an answer for yet.
I mean, my thing is we got to win it. We have to win this one. This is kind of one of those must-win type situations. We have to kind of assert our dominance to the in-state rival that's just a couple miles up the street. So I'm putting it down as a win. I don't know. We should be able to beat them handily, but I just don't know if we can. But I have it down as a win.
How you feeling, Tim?
Interesting. I have it as a loss. I want us to win so bad, but like this is their Super Bowl and they're going to come at us with everything. With everything, especially the way we beat them last time. They're going to come at us with everything.
Well, none of those guys. None of those guys. Well, hell, actually, maybe they were on the roster. Players are playing into their 30s and 40s now. I don't know. Maybe they do have somebody that was on the team back then. I don't think anybody from that roster really matters or knows. And I don't know if they care at all about that. But I do think this is an in-state rivalry game, and they're 0-1 to us. They're 0-1 to us right now. We have played like absolute garbage the past few seasons. They're coming off of a conference championship, something we've never done at any level of football so far. So they're feeling pretty good. They want to assert that dominance. I actually came up with a mathematical formula for what my rankings are and all this. And
the stats say we win?
It says that we lose in like pretty much a coin flip game. So I'm thinking that our players, I looked at the roster, more than half the roster is from the state of Georgia. They know this school. They don't want to lose to the stripper and server school up in Marietta. So I'm going to pick the win. I think that they may be energized, but I think our team's going to be energized, and they're not going to let themselves win. I think that looking at how the NCAA game goes will give me a lot more faith in it. If we come out and we do blow out NCAA like we said we should, I'm going to feel pretty good about going into that Kennesaw game. If we scrape by, I'm going to feel really scared about it. But sitting here today, week and a half out of the season starting, I'm going to go ahead and say that Georgia State ekes out a close one up in Kennesaw.
I like it. I guess I became you because you're the one that was saying we were going to lose the entire time.
I said that for
you convinced him and then reversed.
Yeah, you're a tricky one, David Brown. You're a tricky
from this point on. From this point on, I will go by my formula for everything, which I will disclose at a later date of how I came up with it. So, all right. So we got 1 loss and 2 wins from the 3 of us so far. All right. I was looking at one of the other comments there. All right. Now we head down to Orlando.
Bounce House.
Tim's old neck of the woods, Bounce House. Tim and I will be there, I think. Ryan, are you going to make the trip down to Orlando?
I don't think I'm going to make it.
I have
you want to be in the middle of like blazing hot Florida heat in the middle of the state? It's amazing.
It's going to be miserable. I have got my flight booked. I have not bought a ticket. I have not got a hotel room. So I'm prepared to go. But if we end up somehow looking really, really crappy, I can just say, I can chalk it up and be like, screw it. I'm not going to pay for I paid for the airfare, wasted money. I can just not go now. So I'll go ahead and start this one off. I got this one as a loss.
Easy. It's a loss.
Yeah.
They're gonna wax us.
They weren't good last year. They're coming off a 5-7 season, but I don't think that. I mean, if we blow the socks off of NCAA and we have a convincing win against Kennesaw, I'll be excited about this game. But we're still talking about, even though they're new to the power conference, they still have the resources and the recruiting and everything, the money behind it. I just don't think we match up for it. I don't think McGee's ready to take that leap and get that one win yet. So yeah, I got that loss.
Well, I think they suck worse than people give them credit for, and we're going to win this one. We're going to come out. They're going to be overlooking us. They've got TCU the next week.
All right.
They got Pitt the prior week, so I think we're just like going to be an easy game on their calendar for them. They're going to be like, oh, Georgia State, they lose a lot. And I think they're going to overlook us, and they're not good enough to overlook us.
Ryan,
I think we're going to win.
Ryan calling for the upset. All right, I like it. I forgot.
We're going to think we found our mojo at this point. Like we're going to really think that we're hot shit because 3 wins.
All right, Tim, how you feeling? We gonna walk out of there? Are you gonna be able to walk out of Knoxville with a win and walk out of Orlando with a win in your history book?
Well, I mean, you probably have a greater chance of dying in Orlando than you do in Knoxville. So
yeah. Plus, I'm not going. So probably we'll win because we win these games when I don't show up.
There you
go. I gotta know.
I forgot to, on the last game on all of them actually, to give our Patreon rankings and our our Patreon folks obviously had NCA&T as a win, and they also had, our Patreon group had Kennesaw. We win against Kennesaw as well. So that's where they're at for anybody keeping score at home.
What about
Okay.
UCF?
UCF, they do have that one as a loss, as a pretty bad loss, in fact. Only 14% of respondents had that one as a win. So, yeah. All right. We make the trip back home from Orlando to Atlanta to face MAC, or I guess Mountain West team, Northern Illinois, because obviously Northern Illinois what other conference would they be in than the Mountain West? So this was a pretty hotly contended one on the Twitter thing. As I watched all the votes go back and forth, they got Tim saying a W. He's giving the W sign. That was the Patreon for Twitter for a long time was a W on this one.
Swaying.
And then, yeah, it ended up, again, as opposing fan bases made their way to it, they ended up as a L. Yeah. So you think this one is they're pretty bad. They were 3-9 last season.
I think we exit the non-con schedule with 2-2. Like, you got to have 2-2. You can't be 1-3. Not going to work.
I agree.
Yeah.
How about you, Ryan?
Well, I think that it's a win. Yeah, no, I think we win this one, and I think that
Ryan's gonna have us going undefeated the entire way.
It's gonna be a close game though, because again, we're gonna think we figured some shit out, and we're gonna overlook them, and we're maybe not good enough to overlook them, just like the UCF situation the other way though. So I actually was sitting here almost switching it to an L because of that. But then I remembered they really are a bad MAC team. Like, they're not even a good one.
Sure.
So, I think even overlooking it, Cam Brown should be able to figure it out.
Yeah, if we follow Ryan's recipe and we're 3-0 heading into that game, it's got trap game written all over it though. It's got trap game written all over it.
But then every game after that's a trap game.
Well, yeah, for sure. But like that's the kind of game where you actually, you convince all your friends, like, all right, look, we actually have a team. Like, we beat Kennesaw. We went down to Orlando and we beat UCF in the bounce house. You got to come out to Atlanta. We're gonna have a great tailgate. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Come out there, and then we lose NIU.
That would be very Georgia State.
That'd be very Georgia State. All right,
like very.
I have it as a win. That's before I even put anything into a spreadsheet. I had that one as my mental win. NCA&T and NIU are the only two I knew for a fact I was going to put as a win. So I got that one as a win as well. So I think, Ryan, you are currently have us at 4-0. Tim, you're 2-2, and I am 3-1. Man, this is all right. So now, if we start the season this way, I am feeling good about the rest of it.
I feel good at 2-2, 3-1, 4-4. Shit, yeah.
4-0.
Bring it.
Yep.
4-0.
All right.
Sorry, yeah.
Then we have
4-1's coming up next.
Yeah, just wait. We might get to 4-4.
Ride's like 4-0 and then 4-4.
That would be another Georgia State way, starting off really strong and just like losing the laugh ass.
I
don't know what I just said. Laugh ass of the season.
Laugh ass loud.
Old Dominion. Coming in, homecoming game.
Coming in hot. They're coming in hot.
Yeah, I got this one as an L.
There's the first L.
We come back down to earth. We get. I think they kill us. They're a really good team already. They already kill us even when they're not good. So they're coming in. They're going to come in on homecoming. They're going to destroy us.
I feel like Old Dominion has seen mostly two different versions of us. They've seen like us just really garbage, and they've seen us when they've been really good. But I don't know if they've ever seen us when we're really good.
I don't know if I've seen us when we're really good.
Old Dominion is one of those kind of teams that I thought when they joined, I was like, all right, well, I'm glad they're joining the East because that should be, a pretty good, guaranteed win every season. But they've kind of turned things around the past couple of years, and yeah, they went 10-3 last season. They're a good team. I got it as an L.
I have the same. Yeah.
All right.
I think they are probably in the top 3 of the Sun Belt East.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's a bummer to be a homecoming game as well, but it is what it is.
I was kind of counting on them sucking, but I don't think it's going to happen.
My formula actually has this one is pretty close to where the Kennesaw State game was, but just a hair under of that coin flip thing. So it's a close one, but I got it as a loss as well.
I do want to state for the record, Kennesaw State is an easily winnable game for us.
Yeah, it should be. It should be. I'm curious what that turnout's going to look like. It's going to be a packed game. I think the Kennesaw fans are going to come out pretty big. I'm really hoping that we see a lot of blue and white out there as well.
Well, not very many people have to show up for it to be packed out.
It's true. It's pretty small place. All right, the bye week. What we got?
Bye week, undefeated.
Wins around.
Yeah, bye week. I guess that's a watch party week. We go. The three of us just meet up at a bar and just drink and watch football all day long. Sound like a plan?
Sounds good to me.
I mean, sure.
Don't tempt you with a good time. All right, then I think I have this correct. I know we're playing Jimmy Madison. It's at Jimmy Madison, right? We're heading up there.
It is.
This one took everything out of me. I didn't want to. I didn't want to commit to anything on this one just because, mentally, in my heart, in every direction, I know it's a loss. But to have to admit it out loud, it sucks. But yeah, I got it as an L.
All right.
I have it as an L. I mean, they're the top three of the East. That's the end of that story.
Yeah,
Hope I'm wrong.
I got it as an L too. I think they're gonna come down to earth a little bit and get normalized a little bit more into Sun Belt Conference play, but they're still gonna be the upper tier and they're gonna beat us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This one there was no fudging the numbers. There's no smearing anything or something like that. This one was an L straight up. Nothing I could do about it was going to turn this into a winnable game. So it is what it is. I hate it. It drives me crazy. But kind of like Ryan with Appy, until I can see us do something, we ain't doing nothing, which is a double negative. All right, we stay on the road but make the trip to Arkansas, Jonesboro, Arkansas State. They were okay last season, 7-6. So Patreon. Oh yeah, I've been doing the Patreon groups. Patreon had us beating Old Dominion, by the way. But did have it losing to Jimmy Madison. 0 people in our Patreon group think that we're winning the game at Arkansas State.
I'm with them. I was losing. I have 3 games on the schedule that are like maybes. Kennesaw, this one, and one later on. So also another game we could squeak out the win.
Right. But you got it as an L.
We do have it as an L.
Yeah. Ryan, how about yourself?
Ryan, what you got?
I also have it as an L.
Man.
I think we could, again, like you just said, we could win this one, but we're not gonna, because we're not good enough yet. And we don't play up to this kind of talent like we would in like UCF or like we did with Vandy or Tennessee or anything like that. We play down to Sun Belt competition. So
we had a good game against them. I think
we did. It was like 52,
a few years ago
or something.
I think
crazy.
It may have been like, maybe it was like coming out of the COVID years or something like that. Ryan, you came over to the house and we watched on my front porch, and it was like a 56-54. I'm totally wrong on the numbers.
A gunslinger. Like I remember that game, like pass after pass, 30-yard gains. Like
it was
this
insane.
Game's ridiculous. Yeah,
and we really thought we were going to win it up until the last second when we did not.
And they've got the water feature.
Yeah, the waterfalls.
The waterfalls. Well,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, TLC.
Yeah.
This was one, if you would have asked me before I looked at any numbers or anything, like, rank the possibility of winning games, this is probably going to be in my top 4 of games I thought we could win, just subjectively speaking, just thinking about what the team is like. But putting it into my formula, and this came out as an L for me as well. So I think across the board.
It's going to be a rough stretch.
Yeah, Ryan, you started out so strong. And now you're just like falling off a cliff right here.
Yep. All right. Well, maybe
have you ever been a fan of Georgia State? It's like
Sure.
It's like you don't know how this shit works.
I'm just glad Ryan got us winning the trap game in NIU, because like if he would have started off with the L's back then, it'd been like, oh man, this is really disastrous. But Ryan's gonna have us going perfect out of conference and then losing every game in conference. So
Maybe.
except for one more. All right. Next one, Coastal. Yeah. Coastal coming to Atlanta. This would have, when I said ranking the teams, I thought we had the best chance to win. Subjectively, objectively, I agree. I think that we beat Coastal, and they broke the streak last season. We're going to keep the streak broken, and we're going to win at home, and we will be where. What do I have us at now? 3-4.
4.
4-4 is what I have us at now, right?
Yeah.
4-4 is what I got us at now. What say you guys?
Ryan, what you got?
I have it down as a win as well. I think that they got a new coach and he's gonna suck because they've replaced like 2 in the last like 4 years or something stupid, right? Something crazy. I might be making that up, but I don't think they're gonna do so hot, and we'll get the W.
All right, Tim, what you got there?
I think since the away team, right, always wins. What the statement is, that would be Coastal beating us.
Yeah.
But last year it got flipped, so I think this year it's flipped too. We get the W.
All right. I like it. So we all have W's for that one. Our Patreon group, pretty bad loss. They have it at. They did not a lot of faith of us against Coastal in this game, which is kind of surprising for me. We know these guys. We talk to them in the chat and gals in the chat all the time, and I was really surprised to see them vote the way they did about Coastal. So that one kind of took me by surprise.
I also did note that in this game, just to add flair, we're gonna find a receiving threat on our team.
Someone's going to break out.
Somebody's going to break out, and we're going to be like, "That's that dude. We've got a receiver now."
Ted Hurst 2.0.
Chat GP Ryan.
Wow. I didn't use AI for this at all.
Either did I.
Like not one bit.
I used a snipping tool and I wrote with the red marker. So there you go.
All right.
Pad and paper.
Okay, so I like that. Yeah.
All right. Then we make the trip up the other mountain to Boone, North Carolina, where we're like win 16 or something against them, and I don't have it changing this season at all.
I do. You.
Right. I like it, Tim.
They're I mean, Coastal is definitely the most winnable Sun Belt game on our schedule, followed closely by App. I think they're going to be. I don't think they're going to be very good this year.
All right.
This is the year.
Ryan? What does your pen and pad? What does your pen and pad say? Ryan?
It's an L, of course.
Yeah, I knew that.
Of course. With a little caveat here, that receiving threat that we found, he's out for the game for some reason. Yep.
So here's how things went. Ryan went to his pad and pen and he started doing stuff, and then Wifey started a little role play game with him, and he started role playing into his pen and pad right there.
Whoa.
No, it's just it's how it happens. We're gonna be like, oh my god, we can finally beat Appy, and then like play one, he's gonna get cramps, and we're not gonna see him again or something, and it's just one game, he's gonna be out.
I will tell you that my formula that I coin flipped on to get a win against Kennesaw State, it does actually have a better chance of us beating Appy than it does beating Kennesaw.
Exactly.
So I think that part of my thing was I just know how important it is to get wins early in the season, and I did not want to start the season off losing so much so early, figuring that we wouldn't get the chance to get the wins at the end. So that part is very much subjective, but yeah, Appy better shot at beating Kennesaw, but I think we lose to Appy and we beat Kennesaw. So that's what I'm going with at least. All right,
where was Patreon on that one?
Yeah, what did
Patreon. Yeah, we're losing. Loss. Just as convincingly as they thought we were going to lose to Coastal Carolina, which says something.
I'm just going to go on record that I'm going to pick us to beat App State every year until we do it. Could be never. So there you go.
Yeah, I love gambling with you.
Yeah.
I saw a tweet from somebody today about basically the same thing. It's like, I'm going to pick, I forget who they were. I'm going to pick UMass to win every single season, because when they do, you guys are going to think I'm a genius.
At one time.
All right. Then the dark week comes. The dark week.
It won't be that dark because we're going to win. It's going to be great because we're going to beat their asses. We're not going to get at their asses. Because that's different.
Beat after those asses?
No. We don't have to. No. We're just going to win.
This is a must win. It's a must win. We've lost 3 in a row to them.
What does the formula say?
The formula, my formula has us with a unadjusted win on this one. So
my note for this was just F. So
Ryan's got the win. What say you?
Well, it was these two games. One was gonna be a win, one was gonna be a loss. So I picked us to beat App this year. So Southern, unfortunately,
you got the loss. You got the loss. All right. Well, that means, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I
hate them, but I think they will perform better than App does this year.
It kind of sucks if we do lose to them the week after beating Appalachian State. They'll be like, because like of their rivalry and everything, they feel like, we beat the guys that beat Appy State. They'll probably have already lost to Appy by then, unless they probably have them the last week. I don't know. I don't pay attention to them. So yeah, Patreon has a win on that one. No surprise there. These guys are diehards.
They're injecting the Kool-Aid.
They are not voting. Did you even notice in my poll on the Twitter thing? I said for every game I listed a different poll, and it was like win, loss, win, loss. For them, it was like win, not win. I wasn't going to put down loss as an option to trash down South. It was just not win. So the Patreon's got it as a win. All right, let's get out of that week. That week was gross. That week was disgusting. I feel filthy even talking about it. Actually, in fact, before the podcast, I was going through the Sunbelt message board just trying to see if there's anything else we wanted to talk about. And one of the users has his Trash Down South Eagle logo as his little avatar or whatever.
Yeah.
And my oldest daughter, 9-year-old, sees it. And she's like, oh, gross, Daddy. What is that? Why is that on your screen? I'm like, I am raising you the right way. She did not like it. She did not even like.
Doesn't end up there.
Oh no, we've had many talks about that. Like I've been in the car with her, and she'll just out of nowhere, she's like, "Daddy, I think I'm feeling sick. I'm thinking I'm gonna be sick." I'm like, "Oh no, what's wrong?" She's like, "Look at the car in front of us. They don't have like a Trash Down South tag or a sticker on it or something like that."
Nice,
good kid.
And she will do the same thing if she sees a Saints logo.
Well, so. I mean, everyone should do that. So
yes, exactly. All right,
something worth noting with that win. On my ranking here, or my prediction, we have clinched our bowl game.
Yeah, you got us 6-4 right now. You sure do.
So the TDS win gets us to the bowl game,
which is how we got to our first bowl game was by beating TDS. Yeah, so
weird and awesome to be there.
So you've got us at 6-4. Tim's got us at 4-6, and I've got us at 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got us at 5-4. 5-5. That's how math works. That's how math works. Okay. Out of that disgusting week, the Trash Down South has headed back to their petri dish they call Statesboro. And Marshall, we head up to Harrisonburg.
Harrisonburg? The Jones.
No, Huntington. Huntington.
Harrisonburg
right. Is Jimmy. Huntington. This one, I kind of thought this was going to be a win. I was kind of expecting a win out of this one, but Patreon gave 0 votes to win this game, and my formula gives a loss as well.
Damn. I've lost 2, but this is one of the 3 flip games. So Kennesaw, Arkansas State, and Marshall. We could easily flip any of them to a W.
Yeah. How about you?
I had this as a L2, frankly, just because I was already at 6 wins, and
you're like, I gotta ice this a little bit.
It seemed like maybe we weren't gonna go, too much higher than that, if any. So I was like, Marshall is, they're not that great. They got ransacked, and like they're just like putzing along, and I don't expect a whole lot out of them, but I don't expect a whole lot out of us. So I think we just lose that game.
All right, yeah.
And we complain that we got to watch some really bad football.
At least we're not there for that one. We can just watch that one on TV, not have to worry about all that kind of garbage. All right, now it is
here, isn't it?
We're at Marshall.
We're at
Marshall.
I didn't write that one down right.
Yeah, we're at Marshall. So, all right, then we come down to the last game of the season. Lafayette comes to town. They've been struggling of late, and it's chili cook-off, a little shrimp boil, as well, Cajun boil going on at the tailgate as well. Spirits feeling good. I need a win to get us to 6-6. Ryan's already there. Tim has us already bowl ineligible.
Yeah, I can't do anything.
Oof. Yeah. Well, do we scratch the surface of bowl eligibility with this one, Tim, or do you have us losing this game?
I have us losing this one too. Yeah. I didn't drink enough blue Kool-Aid this year. Last year I did, and man, that was way wrong. Well, we all were technically.
I think at this point I'm feeling pretty good about the season. We need the win for bowl eligibility. We've beaten Kennesaw. We've beaten Coastal, breaking that streak. We were a loss removed from Marshall and we're a loss removed from beating Trash Down South. We need it. We get the win. We get to 6-6 by my record.
Ryan, did you lift us to 7?
I did. I have this as a win. I think it almost fits similarly. So, Lafayette can lose for all I care. And they've just had a lot of turnover like we have, frankly. Like they've got a lot of new personnel. People don't really know what they're going to do. I don't think they do it. And I think we somewhat do find ourselves. And that's why, we get to 7, which is still not like where you want to be for a season, but definitely
take it.
I would take it in a heartbeat. I'm taking 6 in a heartbeat. Very, very excited. It depends on the games, I guess. But yeah, no, I think we got to win there.
Nice. Excellent. All right.
7 and 5.
7 and 5 for Ryan.
6 and 6 for David.
6 and 6 for me. And Tim sits at 4 and 7. Man, why is it so hard to do math backwards like that? Yeah. I will say also
4 and 8.
4 and 8, but
4 and 8. Yeah. See, that's why it's so hard to do math.
Remember, 3 games could flip, and I actually wrote down TDS as a question mark 50-50.
Yeah, but what you said here was 4 and 8.
Yeah.
It is.
We
have a good shot, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, you could flip 4 games, and all of a sudden we have 8 wins instead of 4.
I genuinely think if we find ourselves and we can stick with it and play consistently, which we have literally never done.
What's
ever.
That? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like big has been one of our big problems. If we can play consistently, we can kind of find ourselves. We can win every single game on the schedule. Fine. Like not an issue. We could just win them. But
yeah, I will say there was a tolerance variable in my formula that I was using. And when I cranked it to what I initially wanted to, it actually had us winning 9 games. And so I wheeled it back just because I felt like that was just way too crazy.
You're like, clearly the science is wrong here.
Exactly. I was not following the science on this one. I was like, let's rein it back in a little bit. And that's where we did get some losses that I didn't want to have on there. Like if I had used my original ranking, it would have had us also beating Old Dominion, Arkansas State, Appy, and Marshall in addition.
Damn.
So yeah,
I like it. Let's go with it.
We'll see what happens. All right, cool. So there we go. All right. I think it sounds like we've all drank the blue Kool-Aid. I mean, we're all like McGee has won 4 games total as a head coach at Georgia State, and we all have him doing more than doubling that this season. So
throw those stats out the window. I mean nothing.
I had trouble putting L's next to a lot of these games because like I just think that we can and should win like pretty much all of them. I mean, like there's like ODU is the only one I felt very confident like, nah, we should lose that game. Every other one I was like, we should be in this. I think ODU is going to just kill us. Watch we
win.
We end up winning that game. I think they're gonna destroy us.
All right, if I find the time somewhere, I'll cut the edits for each one of these things and we'll plan before our reaction episode to our games each week. I'm not going to do that, but it'd be a cool idea if I actually put the time and energy and effort into doing it. So, all right, so that's where we stand on predictions. We got a couple more things to talk about, a little bit fun stuff, but that was the point.
I gotta be sick to put a W on app, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you said you're going to do it every time, so
I think I picked us to lose one year.
All right, I have got 3 more things. One we've got to talk about. The other 2 we can leave for last call if that works with you guys. So,
what are we gonna talk about?
Schedule talk, basketball schedule talk.
What? What did we get? What did we get?
On my birthday, Georgia State basketball will be hosting the Owls of Kennesaw.
Are you gonna sit courtside?
They won't let me. We all know that.
Get this birthday boy out of here.
Hey, we know enough people that have courtside seats with an extra seat available most times that if I plant these, it's my birthday game enough, one of them is going to bite and let me sit courtside with them, right? But knowing my family, they're like, "Oh, it's your birthday. We want to go to the game with you." And I'm like, "Oh, Oh, I can't get 5 tickets courtside.
Game's sold out. I'm so
No,
sorry.
but this makes sense. We should be playing Kennesaw every year in every sport. I've got no problem with it. We need to win this game. I think this is a good chance for Crimmins to, kind of establish himself as being separate, a different kind of coach is what Jonas has been, because Jonas lost to him every year we played him. So I like the fact that we're playing. At least it's here. It's not exactly how I plan on spending my 49th birthday, but here we are.
It's a good first challenge for Crimmins, right? To go up against an in-state rival team that thrashed us kind of. Well, I know they thrashed us last year, right?
Yeah, they really put it to us.
Yeah. So I think it's a good test for Crimmins to see how he did with recruiting and like building the team. I mean, we'll have a couple games under our belt by the time we get to him, so that's always good. So a little bit of practice before we hit him.
Yeah, well, let's add a few games. Oh, we assume we'll have a few games. Yeah, we don't have that out of conference schedule yet, but yeah. Ryan, I'm assuming you don't really care. We're playing them, so play them, beat them, right?
Yeah. Wait, who is it?
Kennesaw.
Ryan's like schedule talk off.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just think that they have gotten to the point now where they're like must win, because again, like we just have to sort of like flex a little bit.
Right.
We've got funds that they don't have, and we should have a much larger program. And if that doesn't mean anything, that really sucks.
We've got a better arena than they do, and I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys, but that game's on my birthday, so we got to have the best tailgate ever because it's my birthday party.
Yeah,
we need to clear that with GSU police.
Police, don't go to athletics. Go to police. We have a better shot of police approving it than we do of athletics approving it.
Isn't that what she said? Just if we told them we were going to do it?
Yeah.
Well, if we tailgated more often, it wouldn't be a problem either.
So we'd be like, oh, it's the tailgate guys. Right?
Challenge accepted. So, all right, cool. Another scheduling thing. This is the one that we have been waiting for. Hell, for what, like 7-8 years now? We get a Georgia State team facing a Coach Hunter Tulane team down in Fort Myers. Not going to be in the box where we wanted it, but it's part of the Fort Myers tip-off. What do they call that? A multi-team event? Multi-team? MTE. So that's great. It's the few days before Thanksgiving. We play on that Monday, the Monday before Thanksgiving, 4:00, Tulane. I want to go down to just that game. I want to go to just that game.
I mean, do you want to go to anything else there? Is this the weird, like, college where we struggled to figure out where the hell they were going to play? I feel like it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what question you're even asking right now.
Did we go down there like 2 years ago, maybe, and play at this MTE?
We played in something, but I don't think it was in Fort Myers, but it's called the Fort Myers MTE. I don't know.
Maybe it was East Coast.
It's one of those weird ones, though. I really don't like the way they do these things. So this one has got 6 teams or whatever it is of us, like, mid-major, whatever you want to call us, that play each other, and then you've got some other like major programs that are also playing each other in the exact same MTE, but there's no crossover. So we play on Mondays and Wednesdays. They play on the Tuesday and Thursday. They play on Thanksgiving, I think. And I'm like, that's just make it 2 separate events. What like the ticket packages don't even include the other games. So if you buy the ticket package through the Fort Myers tip-off thing to see Georgia State, you only get the mid-major games. You're not getting the major games that happen on the days between and after. Like, so why even just have 2 separate things?
Yeah, that's pretty dumb.
I agree.
A trip to Fort Myers wouldn't be terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I may do it as an in and out. Maybe stay the night of.
Hey,
whoa, never pull out.
Well, Fort Myers, a 4:00 tip.
Pull out king.
You could easily fly down that morning,
Southwest Florida,
hang out, have a few drinks, pregame it a little bit, go to the game. Game's only going to be an hour and a half, 2 hours. That puts you out at 6:00. You can find a late night flight out of Fort Myers back to Atlanta, because Atlanta's awesome and has in and out flights everywhere at any time, direct. Make a little day trip out of it.
Always pulling out of Atlanta.
Yeah.
What university is this at?
Is it at Florida Gulf Coast?
You know, it'd be really rad.
We're playing Florida Gulf Coast, so maybe it's at Florida Gulf Coast. Would be really rad, Ryan.
What you're teaching me is that I would like an In-N-Out in Georgia.
Ooh, now you're talking.
You can have an
Although it's
In-N-Out
overrated.
I've never been to an In-N-Out.
Really?
The burgers are excellent. Some top tier fast food burgers. The fries are just shit. God, they're
fresh.
It's amazing how bad they are. I've never had like a bad fry. Like I don't want them until I went to In-N-Out.
Are they soggy?
No, they're like cardboard. I don't know. I don't know how they screw it up, but they really do.
That's horrible. That's
horrible. It's easy, David. It's an 11-minute Uber lift from the airport to FGCU.
You wanna do it, man? How early of a flight can we get out? Like, can we get like a 6 a.m. flight to Fort Myers that morning, and we can really party it up during the day?
You get up early. I can't do that shit. I mean, you have kids, so that's probably half of it. But
I left for my flight to Puerto Rico before my kids got up for school. So
crazy.
All right, I got Trash Down South finally giving up on the GSU thing. I've got.
Oh, they gave up on that a long time ago.
No.
Well, you just stick around, Ryan.
It's a teaser.
I may learn you a thing or two. UGA is being dumb, and Troy's made some money. Those are the three things I've got for last call. Exactly. Tim, you want to take us out of here?
All right. Thanks, everyone, for listening. We're going to take a quick break here. Head over to last call. If you like what you heard on our wins for the season, support us at patreon.com/State of Orlando. You'll get live streaming access to last call. New group chat. Sorry, we should have talked about that. New group chat on Patreon. Exclusive, gigantic images to take off your entire phone. Weird reply threads because you have to click on them to see what someone said.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But hey, maybe they'll change that feature. Also, discounts on merch and bevs at sponsored tailgates. $5. Well, I hope it's still $5. Is all it takes to support the show. Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, guys.
Peace. I think I'm be prepared for this every week. I'm not.